Okay, so I've been getting a lot of I have to be quiet because Dylan is sleeping right here. But I've been getting a lot of questions regarding more veganism, so I guess I'll start there. Um Personally, like I said before, I stated before that it's taken me 4 times. Um Actually, right after I had Dylan, once I got the clear on everything, I started to, of course, I thought I was supposed to eat meat because I was breastfeeding her, but I only ate chicken. I took out pork, um, pig, basically pig, cow. I only ate basically chicken. I really didn't eat seafood like that. So it was mainly like, all right, I'll just stick with chicken. But I got attached to certain people. They kind of like just took my focus off of wanting to eat right. I just given birth. I was more about losing weight than really knowing the body and knowing how we're really supposed to eat and live. So once I disconnected myself from that person, that's what really just shifted me like to go 100%, and I cut off all meats except for dairy because I knew dairy was going to be a major struggle for me. So I started getting into what happened was I was on Facebook and I came across, I know all of y'all heard me talk about carbonation and Chief Nature Boy. And what happened was I was watching his polygamy thing. He had 4 wives, da da da, this and that. I do not recommend y'all going to carbonation, so don't. But anyway, like I was saying, I was checking to see if she was still asleep. But if you want to know my personal reason as to why I don't follow carbonation, I will tell you. I just don't want to ruin the experience for anyone that wants to go there. I give everybody the opportunity to do what they please. So, if you really want to know, I'll DM you my explanation, my experience, and also other people's experience because it seems to have happened to other people as well. But that's besides the point. That's where my journey began. And I remember him when I started to actually go further and actually get into his teaching. I saw that he was in a grocery store talking about epigenetics. And he basically was going into detail about how the DNA of whatever you eat becomes a part of you. Their emotions, just everything becomes you. What made me go further into it, so I'm like, bruh, so you telling me whatever? It doesn't matter if it's the cow milk, if it's the goat milk, it doesn't matter whatever. It doesn't matter if it's the plant as well. Whatever that organism was experiencing at the time of its death is a part of you. And I'm seeing these slaughterhouses, how these pigs are screaming like they know they're about to die. And then I'm thinking that's why most of us experience depression and things like that, because that thought process, that's becoming us. And that's what made me even go further of let me hurry up and wean myself off of dairy. And so then I'm still like I said, Bruce Lipton actually, Chief Nature Boy got epigenetics from Dr. Bruce Lipton. So I would suggest y'all go to Dr. Bruce Lipton. So when I started following them, I was like, okay. It wasn't like really really into it. If I see something on IG that grabs my attention, I'll share it, I'll watch it. It wasn't until I deleted everything, anybody that was living in their lower self, I went and I deleted everything. I started over. Like, I deleted everyone. I deleted Shade Room, Cardi B. I deleted everybody. Like, and that helped me as well because, what you see, your eyes are mirrors, you feel me? So whatever you constantly see or whatever you constantly put around you, your frequency will eventually match. It doesn't matter. And like I said, I did this journey 4 times. I was still eating meat while trying to process this knowledge, and it just wasn't working, and I was falling off. So So yeah, once I was like, let me clean house, let me clean my phone, let me clean my IG, let me clean all my social medias. I was like, okay, that's a start. Because on top of that, like here at my house, my family is not on the same frequency as me. Just, simply, just simple as that. They're not on the same frequency. They still eat meat. Some of the Babylon teachings, they still believe, 100% in, and things like that. So I was like, if I'm going to battle, I have to constantly battle something. I'm not going to try to battle it, on both ends. You feel me? So I started cleaning up, my cell phone, so that helped me a lot. It made the temptations less hard, so that's another thing that I did. But yeah, some people that y'all should follow if y'all want to clean house, or like at least try to mix it in while you guys decide if you want to change. One is Father Christ, but Christ is spelled the original way, like the original Christ is KRST. The names are going to be down here. I don't know if you guys know Jay Versace from Vine, but he has a spiritual page called Jay Versay. That's a good one. He talks about crystals, if you guys are into the crystals and things like that. Ajna is another good one. I already said Brother Polite, I already said Pharaoh. Dr. Bruce Lipton, as I said before, he has the Instagram. If I have any more, I'll put them at the end of this long thing. But those are definitely some great people that I see on my Instagram as well. So yeah, another one. What did I have in mind? Oh yeah, Dr. Sebi. Dude, of course he passed over, but his wife has an Instagram as well called Miss Dr. Sebi. His knowledge and teaching goes so deep, and I'm just now starting, but it breaks down his knowledge on the foods and even some of the vegetables and things like that you shouldn't even eat. Don't think that all vegetables or all fruit is good fruit, because it's not. You feel me? And I can break that down, but once you start to get into it and you go on their IGs and stuff like that, you will start to see exactly what I'm talking about. Some of the stuff, they have made these vegetables and they have made these fruit. Don't just think because it's green, it's good. No. You have to really, that's the thing. You really got to research. That's all I can say. Because how I vibrate to the knowledge, it could be, and I'm not saying it should be different, but everybody, everybody perceive different things differently. So that's what I'm saying, that y'all really have to take the time out and research and do everything on your own. And what also is really seeing the change. You feel me? Like I started to notice after like 3 to 4 weeks of doing this, my face was a lot clearer. My hair definitely is starting to grow back faster again. I started to see that I'm starting to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? And actually people are starting to reach out to me wanting to know exactly like how did I, or where did I get this knowledge from, and things like that. Y'all really have, the ones that have reached out to me, it really has motivated me to keep going, because I went through a point where, like I was saying, because they only give you a couple seconds, but I just, y'all reaching out to me and stuff like that, has really helped me, because I went through a point where I was I was starting to get attached to the same people that were distracting me the first time. So I started to neglect my teaching, neglect my knowledge, my research. And y'all the ones that reach out to me, and even going on my Instagram and looking at that stuff, it has kept me on the straight path. Because I'm not gonna lie, I went back and I had some cookies and I paid for it, and I'm still paying for it. Like I said, my menstrual cycle was only 3 days the other month, but then this month it was back to 7 days, because I had cookies. Listen, those cookies were good, but I paid for it. Like I said, my menstrual was, again, 7 days. I was expecting my period to end, my menstrual to end like the normal time, 3 days. No, it was a whole week. It was a whole 7 days. It was cramps. And even then, I felt really sick. I felt so sick. You know what I'm saying? It's like another thing. Once you start, don't don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you try to go back to eating meat, it's going to kill you. It's going to hurt. You feel me? You're going to feel sick. And it's just like, seeing, you know what I'm saying, how my face was flared up, like it was really puffy. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Acne and all that is a allergic reaction to something. Your body's trying to purge whatever's in your skin, whatever's in your system, is trying to get it out in any way, form. So you can throw up, you can anything. Those are all signs that your body is not accepting it. That's the thing. When I had them cookies, my face, after a couple days, my face broke out. I'm telling you, like, I had my trouble areas are here. Girl, all of this over here was just tore up. You feel me? Like, I was just like, you know what? And I just had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to just let it take its course. You feel me? Like, so definitely that's the main thing for me. Also, I don't know if I said in the other snap, I'll be forgetting, but definitely look at What the Health on. I know it's online. Check Netflix and Hulu. All I'm going to say is eat before you watch it, because after you eat, you're going to feel disgusting. And it breaks down all of that. That was the start of me. That was definitely the start. But of course I fell off. But rewatch it. Sometimes I go back and I watch highlights, or I go back and watch different parts that really stood out to me. But that video, that documentary, opened my eyes to a lot of things. So yeah. And like I said, just do your research. For me, it's just all just like, once everything started to unravel, everything started to click. Like I just don't have the desire to share energy with anyone. I don't have the desire to go out and mingle. I don't have the desire to have sex. I don't have the desire to do any of that. Like, I literally want to stay in the house with my daughter. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And when I do go out, it just whoever, you know what I'm saying, you been with, you hung out with me, just be grateful, because most of the time I don't want to go out the house. And it's just like, once things start to connect, that's what happens. Like, and that's what I mean by this experience. I'm just explaining my experience, and I hope it motivates y'all, but you have to go out and do it on your own. Like, take all the distractions away. Be by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Absorb as much knowledge as you can. And that's it. And you're going to start to see life as a new thing. You feel me? Like, how I viewed myself, like, even the knowledge on its own, it gives you your own type of high. Like, always talking about this, it makes me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, why did I need to be around someone? Why did I need to, not necessarily need to have sex, but my want for sex and my want for other things, it went away, because this gave me the exact same feeling. You feel me? Like, I feel like energized. Like, I feel good talking about this stuff and talking about what I've learned. You feel me? Like, and just absorbing that, you can feel it. Like, you can just feel yourself being more free. You can feel yourself, like, it's kind of like plugging yourself up to a charger, and you can just feel it. Like, it feels like something totally different. You feel me? And it's hard to explain, but that's how I feel. So yeah, and also as well, don't be, when you start to learn, don't be, especially at the beginning, don't be so eager to share with everyone, because everyone is coming from their place of, you know what I'm saying, they're eating meat, they're in their lower self. You feel me? They're eating GMOs, genetically modified organisms, genetically modified food. You know what I'm saying? They're coming from that lower self, so they're not going to be able to grasp on. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to, like I said before, if you eating all this bad stuff, you're never going to be able to grasp on to the highest state of consciousness. You're never going to be able to understand it. And so don't get discouraged when, like I said, it's everyone around me is vibrating on a lower frequency than me. And you'll definitely be able to feel it as well when you go into different rooms and things like that. Don't be so eager to share. I know it's gonna hurt, like, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I hung out with people, you know what I'm saying, that I used to hang out with when I was walking and operating in my lower self. That's because I felt like I was alone. You feel me? But the best thing that you can do is, like, y'all can talk to me. I have 2 people here on my Snap that I talk to here and there about these things. And then there's like some people that I have on IG that I just now started to actually DM and talk to and things like that. It's nothing wrong with being isolated. It's nothing wrong with, talking to people here and there, check up on people. But the temptations at first is going to be hard. The distractions are going to be hard because you're like, literally, you've been molded into this thing since a child. You feel me? Till you're able to grasp onto what your parents were saying and teaching you. And you have to break that seal. You have to break yourself free. It's going to be hard at first. So definitely take y'all time. So yeah, that's all that I have. Don't be scared to DM me. Don't be scared to ask questions. Don't be scared to whatever. Just if you like to operate and you're comfortable in your lower self, you like the Babylon system, you like the teachings that Babylon has taught you, don't DM me because you're going to be wasting your time. And I don't like to waste my energy and waste my time on people that I know just not going to apply it to their life. So that's all that I have for y'all. I'm about to go ahead and edit this. I done said it already, but I'm for real this time. And yeah.